let's talk about another say it ain't so. Gilbert Arenas. He was arrested for allegedly running an illegal gambling ring. Did you see the video of him when he got bailed out?
Oh, he ran down the damn street.
Yes. $50,000 bond. He
Bro, what
and
the?
it and then him and then Kwame Brown had something to say and he responded to Kwame. But
Kwame never liked Gilbert because Gilbert. If
no,
you
we know
watch,
why.
well, we know why, and plus, Kwame Brown was always. Remember what Gilbert Arenas said during his draft interview?
Yeah.
That he wanted to be a pimp. So, and Kwame let him know about it. He said for any person to say that they want to be a pimp when they get drafted, you is a blank, blank, blank. So yeah, so and he called it. And the thing is, this is not just something that Kwame has said just on his own platform. No, Kwame has
he's
gone
been consistent.
no, he's gone on. He's going on the same show as Gilbert Arenas and told him to his face, "You are blank, blank, blank for saying some crap like that."
Mm-hmm. It's reported that I'm reading an article here from TMZ. The former Washington Wizards guard and 5 accomplices rented out his Encino mansion to hold high-stake card games from September 2021 to July 2022, according to federal prosecutors. The Fed say Arena hired someone to help turn his crib into a gambling den and make money collecting rent. What's more, Arenas' cohorts allegedly hired waitresses, chefs, valets, and security guards to make the games more enticing to gamblers so they would come back. Prosecutors say Arenas and the others profited off the illegal operation by collecting a, quote, rake, which is a fee the house charged from each pot, either as a percentage or a fixed amount per hand. The pro athlete has pled not guilty to these charges. So, Champ, what are your thoughts?
Now I'm reading another article. Reportedly, it's not. I don't think they arrested him because of him. People do that every day. You hear about these guys having these high stakes poker games at their house. I think that they really kind of indicted him because of the guys that he was associating himself with.
Okay.
Because reportedly, he has members of the mafia at his house as well. And this is not the first time a case like this has happened in the NBA, where you had a NBA player that had trouble gambling. If you read the book called Money Players, there's a book called Money Players out. Allegedly, Isaiah Thomas lost like $6 million for playing high stakes poker game and dice games with members of organized crime. That's in Money Players, allegedly. So this is not the first time. I think that he is a cog in a piece right about now. I really think they're trying to see who was involved in these high stakes poker games and stuff like that. And I think they're trying to use that as a way to get those guys. I don't think he's the probe. I think this is the front. I think a Fed case finna come out of this for a lot more people. I think it's bigger than Gilbert Arenas. I'm not trying to be the conspiracy theory guy, but when you have guys allegedly in the mafia at your house, I don't think they're arresting you for you. They're trying to get some information about somebody else. So luckily you're a millionaire, so you bailed out pretty quickly. But, for you to have, the good fellas at your house, that's a whole other ball game. And I think they trying to indict him because of that, not just because you have a high stake. Like I said, people do that every day, man. Everybody that came over to somebody's house and you didn't have a spades game, you didn't have a poker game, something like that. And, you pretty much say, hey, man, you get the pot or whatever. Everybody went over one of their family members' house, a friend of theirs' house, or they didn't have a poker game, a spades game, and you took the house money or whatever. Everybody's done that. As far as everybody knows somebody that does that. People do that every single day. But I think that they're trying to indict him or bring him in on something because of the people who he's associating himself with.
Not really him.
Not just him. Like I said, and this is not the first time an NBA player got caught up in something like this. Luckily, Michael Jordan was the Teflon Don. Remember, he got caught up in the situation with the Slim Bouler situation, where he had to be a witness because Slim Bouler, the guy who he used to play golf with, was caught up in a money laundering and drug case. This is not the first time. Remember Isaiah Thomas, like I just said, the money player situation. He was playing high stake dice game with members of organized crime. Right after he won the NBA Finals, his first NBA Finals in 1989, a story came out about him gambling and his relationships with someone within organized crime. So this is not the first time this has happened to an NBA player. It's just, this is the social media area. Things travel a little bit faster. But when you get a chance, read that book, Money Players. It's a good insight on how guys used to gamble back in the day.
My thing is, I mean, it's a bad look for Gilbert Arenas because, again, unfortunately, champ, with his history, it's not the first time Gilbert Arenas has had issues with the law, champ. Remember the gun situation that he had during his time with the Washington Wizards. Am I lying?
You ain't lying. That was I watched a documentary on that. That was a very interesting situation, if you really want me to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. But my thing is with Gilbert, man, you're succeeding even post NBA career. You got a hot podcast. You're doing everything well. You've made some appearances even on ESPN. Don't squander it. Just like you're going to say with Shannon Sharp's champ, don't squander it because you want young people to look at you as an example. Don't sabotage what you have because you don't know if you'll ever have that back again.
Nope.
So I think, like I said, I just hope it's a learning and a teaching moment for everyone, man. So with Gilbert Arenas, I just hope that, accusations are not true, and hopefully he continues to do his podcast, the No Chill Gil podcast, everything else. So I'm not gonna jump to conclusions or anything like that, but again, it is a bad look for him being involved in these accusations.